This video is about the inflorescence seen in the flowers. The inflorescence is the arrangement of flowers on a floral axis. Like as we say, the arrangement of the leaves on the axis is called as phyllotaxy. The arrangement of flowers on the floral axis is called as inflorescence. You have to see there are two types of the inflorescence. One is the racemose. In racemose, it is indefinite because in this type of inflorescence, the main axis will continue to grow and doesn't terminate into a flower. Here you are seeing an example of the racemose in which this is the flower axis and it will continue to grow and it doesn't ends. And the new flowers are born laterally in an acropetal manner. Like we see in the leaves, we say the leaves grow in acropetal manner. The flowers in this are growing in the acropetal manner. These are the old flowers and the new flowers are growing towards the end. So this type of the growth is called acropetal. Acro means the end. You know the acrocentric chromosomes, the acrosome in the sperm. This acrocentric growth means the growth is towards the end. The old ones are towards the base, and the new ones are towards the apex, towards the growing end. So the racemose inflorescence is of certain types. We show you 7 types of the racemose. The first is this raceme. This is a typical racemose in which this is raceme. Now you have to see 3 things. This central axis, the floral axis, is called peduncle, and the flower is attached to peduncle by this pedicle. So these pedicles are the present and the main axis is single. So you call it the raceme. This simple raceme you seeing in this reddish mustard flowers. So remember the raceme. When this flower axis becomes branched, the peduncle is here branched. You see, this is the peduncle coming, the flower axis, and it has branched. It has again divided, and on that branches, the pediculated flowers are present. This becomes compound raceme. For example, it is seen in cassia and mango, neem. The flowers are arranged in the inflorescence, the compound raceme, right? Then there is spike. In the spike, is a type of the racemose in which there is a peduncle on which sessile flowers are present. The flowers are sessile, means that they are without pedicle. So here you are seeing the example of the sessile flowers on a peduncle in the racemose fashion. This is the spike. Example, here we see the amaranthus. This is also an example which is called the pipli. You have seen in the मसाले की शॉप पे ये पिपली मिलती है. तो this is a fruit. ठीक है? These are the fruit. How it has originated? This has originated from this spike. Like here, when this will mature, these flowers, sessile flowers, will give rise to this fruit, right? Under spike seen in long pepper. Then there can be spike of spikelets. In spike of spikelets, there is pedicle on which sessile flowers are present, but the peduncle is branched. This there originate one peduncle which is branched, and all those branches of the peduncle, the sessile flowers are present. So this is seen in the grasses, grass family. The grass family is Poaceae, the Gramineae, in which the examples include the wheat, what we eat, wheat, the jowar, and sorghum. In all these are spike or spikelets. Then grass, various grasses, fruits you see, they are all flowers you see, they are all spike of spikelets. Like as in oats, this is spike of spikelets. This is spike of spikelet. That this is a single, and on which is branched, and on those branch the sessile flowers are present. Then similar to the spike, but the flowers are unisexual, that males and female flowers are separate. This is a spike, but in such type of spike in which the flowers are males and female flowers are separate. So this is the called catkin. This is called catkin. It is found in mulberry. So in the mulberry, only on the female fruits, this catkin, the fruit will develop. The male will not produce the fruits. Other is spadix. The spadix is a type of resin in which the peduncle is thick. You remember it with the example of maize. The maize you have eaten, where which the peduncle is thick, on which there are many seeds. So those seeds have originated from the flowers. But here you have to remember that in maize, the flowers are of two types. Male and female are separate. On the top of the maize plant, the tip of the maize plant, the male flowers are present, whereas at the angles, in the axils, the female flowers are arranged in the inflorescence called spadix. Here in the spadix, the peduncle is very much solid and thickened, fleshy and long. Then you see the covering of that. So covering of that is made of the bracts. The bracts can be one or more, and they are covering the inflorescence. And the hairy like structure which are coming out from this are actually the styles of the female flowers. So this is a maize is an example of spadix. Then you have seen the arbi, that is colocasia. The flower of colocasia would be the spadix. The flower of the jimicant would be spadix. The inflorescence of the banana is also spadix. Right? So here you see this ornamental flowers. This is basically inflorescence. This is the enlarged bracket. This enlarged bracket in this spadix is called the spathy. Then there are two or more inflorescence. One is called right. This in the compound spadix one left. In palm trees, like as date palm, the palms you will see, the type of the flower inflorescence which appear is called compound spadix, because there are many fleshy peduncles on which these sessile flowers are appearing, and this whole is covered with the spadix. This is the date palm. Now coming to corim and the umbel. Corim and umbel you see, they are similar, that you are seeing the tuft of flowers at the end. In corim, the peduncle is, from this peduncle, the pedicles are appearing. The old flowers are having longer pedicle than the new flowers, such that the old flowers also come light at the same level as the new flowers. Right? So in the corim, the peduncle is short, but the pedicle is long, so that the older flowers come to lie at the same level. This when becomes compound, it becomes compound corin, as in gobi. In cauliflower, this is peduncle, this is branch peduncle. Then these are pedicles. The pedicles of the older flowers are long than the pedicles of the new flowers, so that they all come to like the same level. This is compound corin seen in cauliflower. But in umbel, you see the again the peduncle is short and all the flowers originate from the same level, same place, and they all pedicles are of the same length. So the pedicles are at the same length and so it appears to be tuft of flowers. This is umbel. It has made from the umbrella, which right, and at the start point there will be the whorl of this bracts which forms the involucre. So the umbel is found in umbelliferae family, which includes the three things. One is the fennel, that is soap, jeera, cumin, and coriander, that is dhania. Coriander, fennel, and this cumin, they are in one family called umbelliferae family. Then you have to also remember that in the onion, which scientific name is alum kappa, the inflorescence is umbel. Last raceme is the capitulum. The capitulum means head. The capitulum means the racemouse head. In this, the peduncle is flattened. It is in the form of receptacle. The peduncle is flattened, and on this there are many florets. There are two type of florets we can see, that these are the ray floret and these are the disc florets, and they are going acropically, means in the center there will be immature flowers, in the periphery there will be mature flowers, right, and all these is a inflorescence. This is found in Asteraceae family, which includes your sunflower, marigold, cosmos, zinnia. In all these are the inflorescence. So we call it, this is most advanced type of the inflorescence, because a single insect can easily pollinate all the florets within a very short time. So if this was the raceme, coming to the chymose. The chymose is exemplified by this Solanaceae family, in which this is a chyme. In this you are seeing that this is apex. No, apex was this. From the apex, from the base originated next flower, then again from the base next flower, next flower, next flower. So this is the base. So this is the basipetal type of the growth which is present. It can be in all are going in one direction, then it is making helical chyme. If one grows, so this is the base. From base originated another, from base originated another, from base another. If in the different direction, so they are making the scorpioid type of the chyme. These both chyme are called as uniparous chyme because from the base only one new branch is originating. If you see this, in this this was the flower, terminal flower, from the base originated two branches. So this becomes the biphasial chyme. From the tip, the two new will appear. So this type of the is the chymose. This is biparous chyme. It can be multiparous chyme also, that from the base many new branches are appearing. So this ends your raceme and chyme. Thank you.